Hi everyone, how you doing? I had to get home and slap a little makeup on and get to you because I was minding my own beeswax. I was at my nail lady's place and I was getting my pedicure. And I usually put my earphones in, and listen to like Milo. He had a video this morning. He does this little live thing. I don't always catch everybody, but when I'm at the nail thing, I can get this done. And he's talking about what's going on with the voter suppression. And while he's talking, I mean, I was getting hits. I had to get my notebook part of my iPhone and talk into it and start writing down my hits. If you watch his program today that he did today, sorry, just something in my lip, he's spot on. So so that's Milu, and he was very good. He also talked about an astrologer. I really like Denise Siegel. I like my friend Melissa for past life stuff. But anyway, so he talked about this guy who's an astrologer, and I took a look see, and I thought he was pretty good. I'll check it out some more before I open that door. But anyway, I wanted to tell you what I got. Okay, voting rights. Okay, I want you to know this is what I heard as clear as day. Now I let you guys know that this would be heard before a judge or the Supreme Court. So as you know, the DOJ is already starting to file lawsuits. Also, there's other people that are filing lawsuits, like in Texas. Michigan just came out. The Republican-led people there said they found no evidence of fraud. Like this Arizona thing is going to go up like a poof of smoke. So what I'm feeling is McConnell cut his nose to spite his face. He thinks he's all that in a cup of tea. He blew it, because what I see is people, Republicans, a lot of them, not bothering to vote. I see the Democrats, no matter what, a lot of independents, no matter what they do to stop it, they're going to move heaven and earth to make sure they get it done. I see some people suing, and actually they're going to open up more poll places or something. I'm not seeing like all the red states turn blue. I'm just saying that they're not going to be able to get away with this. And the fact that they said, even if you vote for a Democrat, we have the right to change it, that's your Supreme Court deal. That's when the Supreme Court comes in and says it's totally constitutionally illegal. I've been seeing that Supreme Court thing for a while. The way things are happening, and they wouldn't vote yes on even just discussing it because McConnell tries to act like king for a day. And then I got some hits on McConnell. Now, I've often told you I thought he might have to leave sooner than later. This is what I got. Okay, so we'll just put this down in the file of Linda told you so. And, you know, tends to be percentage of right. And since I got the hit from my guy, I got to say, what I'm feeling is McConnell is being hated by the Republicans because they lose so poorly in the midterms. So they're going to blame McConnell. They're going to be like, USOB, we listened to you and look what happened. I don't know why, but they're going to pick on McConnell. And as you know, Trump doesn't like McConnell. That's why he even talked about being speaker, because he wants to take McConnell's job. But anyway, I see McConnell just having to pack his stuff and go. I see, again, with his wife, I see the DOJ going into stuff. Listen, you guys are probably upset, and so am I, about their taking their sweet time. But I'm going to tell you, stuff is coming out. And especially including, there's a lot of back and forth going on, because there's some Trumpsters in the DOJ still and the FBI. So there were, like, that's why we're not hearing from Hawley anymore. He's part of the deal of giving the tour in the Capitol. So those people, they're fighting not to reveal their names. But I'm going to tell you, that's why the Republicans want you to just don't look there, don't see this, okay? So this whole, let them do this. Let them do this. And I love our gal from Minnesota. What's her? Klobuchar, Amy. She's going to go hit the road. Now, I feared a little bit like some people trying to push her away. I don't know, somebody will try to do something towards her, but she's going to be okay. But I see the Democrats hitting the pay dirt, getting in there, helping people get IDs, doing everything they can. And these people just hate it, but it's not going to be like they thought. I even see McConnell being shocked. Let me tell you that he will never be in charge of the Senate anymore. The Senate, there's so many Senate seats going to Republicans. Mark my words. I've told you guys this a while ago. It's about ready to happen. Now, I've often seen it, but I thought it was going to be with this last, when Trump was running. And the only reason they were able to get close, even in Congress, because Trump was running. But I don't see people interested anymore. And the other thing I'm seeing is that the legislators who created all this nonsense being voted out. So it's about ready to happen, you guys. So don't worry about that. The other hit I got is, remember, and you guys sometimes got mad at me, but remember when I told you we can't be judging Trump? I know you guys were like, what do you mean? He's a SLB, blah, blah, blah. Let it go and let justice come, because what happened is we're just so like, when is he going to get in trouble? When is he going to get paid back? This will happen, but it's not for us to energetically give anything towards it, okay? Just know this to be true. If my guides have told you guys anything, in all these years I've been reading, it's like maybe you should just take that to the bank and let that sit, because payback is coming. But what I wanted to tell you, what I heard was, Trump is losing his grip. So I told you I felt he was getting sick. Sorry. He's like becoming a has-been, and that scares the bejesus out of him. Even that guy in Florida got higher numbers. By the way, the guy in Florida is going down too. He's not going to win. I'm going to tell you right now. So he's losing his grip. And what's happening is folks are not, even us. If you think about it, we're not, it's like, I can't even watch when he talks to somebody. It's like he's a has-been. And we're already getting bored already. This is good, because what happens is you're no longer in a state of resistance. If you're phobic about things, it puts you in a state of resistance. Like I tell these wonderful women I read, or men, that when is that mate coming? When is that mate coming? When is that mate, knock it off. Be quiet, be with the world. Understand that this too will come true as soon as you get out of that state of resistance. Don't be too phobic. Be in the world now. Be alive now. And that makes you vibrationally higher. And in turn, you can do well wishes for the universe. But we can't think in terms, as much as we'd like to. We can't think in terms of wishing ugly on the ugly. We've got to say to the higher self, look, I know you got this. I have faith that justice will come true. And thank you. Thank them before it even happens. Okay. So I just want to tell you that. Remember a while ago, I told you guys that I kept seeing Republicans jumping off the ship. Well, that didn't quite happen in 2020. I didn't see, but because they're still holding on to like this attitude, like they're special. So, but I see like rats jumping off a ship. When this McConnell thing happens, I just see so many people in trouble. So I'm so sorry it's going to take a while, but I see so many Republicans kind of trying to act like I don't know him. So it's going to be ugly. I even see Collins like being in trouble. So I don't know what she did, but I see trouble. So they're like, jumping like I don't know. It's like they want to retire now. Okay. And then I told you that I definitely feel with the voting situation that I feel the Supreme Court, I've been saying this for months now. I felt like that they're going to try this, and actually, you guys, don't be afraid of it. It's actually going to work in our favor. They're going to try this, and they're going to do all this stuff, and then we're going to end up like, whoa, it's actually going to work out really good, because it will be considered unconstitutional. Everything's going to get changed around. And then after 2022, they're able to bring the John Lewis, we're able to pass things. So, but this will just be a blur. Don't worry. They think they're working against us, but they're not. But the other thing is they're working against themselves. They're working against themselves. So, and they're going to be mad at McConnell. I feel like everybody's blaming him. He's the one that told us to do this. Anyway, I also wanted to tell you, I got a little hit on the stock and the housing, and people were asking me, do you see a crash? Do you see a crash? Well, so I'm not really seeing like a big, huge Armageddon kind of thing. Not even as bad as 2008. But I wanted to tell you, I see a little something coming up here. And it seems to be because of housing, about all the people that their mortgages weren't paid, their rents weren't paid, and the government trying to help them, but they can't go back in time and pay this stuff. So there'll be a flux of houses coming up, which brings the price down. And also the stock market's going to drop. Not Armageddon, but it's going to drop. Okay. I just want to give you that heads up. Feels like even by Christmas. I know, what a nice Christmas present. So try not to do anything. If you need to buy a house, maybe wait till the winter. I don't know why I got that, but I just want to tell you that I got that. So, and also our beautiful man that was killed by the Saudis, apparently the guys that did it were, they were trained in the United States. This has got Jared Kushner's hands all over it. I'm going to tell you, and he knows things are about ready to get crazy. So I've told you before, and I think on the last video, I always see him in a suit, like an orange suit or a brown suit. I always see him, being in trouble. They're talking about Ivanka and him getting out of the picture, trying to stand down from Donald Trump, because he was mad at them. He told Jared, he thinks he lost because Jared wasn't working hard enough. He always blames everybody. That's what narcissists do. And I feel like they're just really, like, F you. So I see Ivanka very upset at her dad. And I think when things start coming up, remember I told you I saw her testifying against her father. This could be the reason why, because he tried to, treat them so horribly, because she thinks her husband was just fine. So I don't know why, but it's not coming up quite yet. But Jared's just waiting for it. He's got all kinds of backup with attorneys and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff coming up. One of the big ones is this guy that he gave them the key, so to speak. They promised they wouldn't snitch on him, but I feel like information comes out. And the other thing I want you to know about the DOJ right now, because a lot of you guys are like, really? They were talking about, they say like, oh, they're going to help Trump with this lawsuit, but it's not Trump they're helping. It's the office of the presidency. That's the way they're looking at it. But I want you to know there's a lot of inside people that are still Trumpsters in there. And they're starting to like act like they're not doing anything, but they're looking at stuff. So I do see FBI agents having to leave. I see a big change in the DOJ. I do see that Merrick Garland is like already burnt out. He might only stay for the 4 years. And maybe he gets a seat at the table with the Supreme Court, but I feel like he's burnt out. But we'll talk about that when the time comes. So again, people are focusing in on Trump less which takes us out of a state of resistance. It's getting to where he's more like a clown, you know, nobody's worried and phobic like they were. Dear God, what's next? Dear God. And I've seen there's a lot of violence going on, but I don't see an insurrection. I do not see any kind of thing happening again. Maybe when the 2022 happens and they lose so many seats, they might show their rear, but I'm not seeing it, you guys. I saw cells of people, but who are they going to fight? They're going to fight the United States of America with planes and tanks. Who are they going to fight? You know, the Civil War involved muskets. So there's a lot of coming down. There's a lot of anger towards Trump, especially the people who were, in fact, a grandmother was just convicted. She said that January 6th was the best day of her life, and now she's changed her mind. I wonder why. And then 2 people with the Proud Boys have been, they made an agreement, and I guess they're going to give info on the Proud Boys. I saw an interesting thing. I think it was 60 Minutes. Where the real leaders of the Proud Boys, these particular people, said the ones that did that thing at January 6th never passed it by then. And that they wouldn't have done that. So that was interesting to see. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I heard. So I just had to come on, you guys, and tell you all those hits. I don't want you to worry. I want you to know this too shall pass. It's 2021. We're almost in 2022. Watch what happens. Don't freak out. Just know that, and the DOJ is starting lawsuits, okay? So I feel as we go to court, things will be, you know, and even if they try to still play their games, it's going to be nipped. Done, okay? All right. So I'm going to start at 3 o'clock with my last of the prayers, and then I shall talk to you guys probably this weekend. So love y'all. Cheers. This has been fun. I couldn't wait to get on camera to tell you guys that the guys were very clear. I mean, I could feel it, taste it, smell it. That's when you know. So this is gonna end up working in Democrats' favor, and we will see McConnell, and we can't be happy about it. I know you guys want to say good. You've got to be as distant from this as you can. But I see him looking around like, who's going to support me? And it's just like he's going down, down, down. And don't forget, I also saw his wife getting in trouble. So some stuff is coming up with her. Remember, they're keeping a lot of things like they're starting it and they're posting it here, but they're not working at it full term because they have to get rid of the Trump people, and they have to have enough people to work on these cases. That's what I saw. Okay. Love y'all. And I'll see you at 3 o'clock for those who want to join in with prayer. Ciao.